Okay, what we've got now is surface area of a rectangular prism. If you'll look back on your formula sheet, you can find that rectangular prism and the surface area. Let's go ahead and write that one right up here so we'll have it. We're going to need it for Desmos too. Surface area equals 2 LW plus 2 LH plus 2 WH. And if you're writing these out by hand, paper solving them, you know you got to take care of all the multiplication before any addition according to PEMDAS. So that's what we'll do. If we're putting it on paper, we're going to put it in Desmos today. We'll roll through this. I think I asked you only to do the odd. I'm going to label my length, width, and height on these. Listen, if you've already labeled them and it doesn't match mine, it's not going to make a bit of difference. It'll still work as long as you put it into the formula the way it should be. And this is page 8 if you got any questions. The first one, number 1, we're finding surface area. I'm going to put a length and a width and height. Okay, and that's just going to help me when I get to Desmos. I'll pop over to Desmos and let me backspace this stuff. I already got my formula in. I'll retype it for you. I'm going to put in my formula of 2 LW plus 2 LH plus 2 WH. And we don't need any parentheses or anything because Desmos will take care of it. It'll follow the PEMDAS rule. Okay? So then what I need to do after I've got that formula and make sure it looks exactly like the formula sheet, you can hit enter. And now we're just going to enter our length, width, and height in separate lines, and it'll take care of answering the question for us. So I'm going to start out with my length equals, in this case, it's 13. I'm going to put my W in as equaling 9. And then my height in this situation is going to be 3. And if you look at the top line, shows us we've got, with these dimensions and this formula, the surface area of this rectangular prism is 366. We'll go back to our sheet. Remember, we got to get a unit. And since this is surface area, any area is going to be squared. Or it could be written as 366 square millimeters. Either way, either one of them will work. Okay? So there's number 1. I think I do odd problems on this one, so let's slide over to number 3. I'm going to label my 16 as L. 5 is going to be my width, and 14 is going to be my height. Okay? And all I got to do is jump to Desmos. And all I got to do is change my length, width, and height. Leave everything else the same. So my length is now 16. Width is 5. And the height is 14, I believe. Okay, so if you notice, that's 748. Don't forget to put your units on here too. So let's bounce back over here. We got 748 meters squared, or you could write square meters. Okay, so there's number 3. Let's go over here in the middle to number 5. Go ahead and label these. Let's use 13 as the length. Height will be 19, and my width will be 4. And again, all we got to do is take these over to Desmos, enter them, change it over. So our length was 13. Width was 4. And the height is 19. 750. What is it? It's inches. Since it's surface area, it's inches squared, or you could write square inches, okay? Cool. Cool. Number 5, let's go to 7. I think on 7 I'm going to use 12 as my length, 7 as my height, and 2 as my width. Again, if I go too fast, just pause this thing, pop back over to Desmos. Leave your formula exactly like it is. Find your length, which in this case is 12. The width is 2. And our height is 7. 244. 244 centimeters squared. Okay. Go to 9. Length of 8, height of 15, and a width of 4. Okay, let's jump to Desmos, get those put in. Length was 8. Width was 4. Height was 15. 424. 424 feet squared, or square feet. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, last one on this. We got a little word problem. It's not too bad. Desmos is going to get us through it. A gift box in the shape of a rectangular prism, right there's our shape, has 20 centimeters length, I'm going to put an L, 14 centimeters of width, W, and 10 centimeters of height with an H. Says how much, I think there's a typo there, how much paper will you need, that's key, to wrap the gift box. If we're wrapping something, it's always going to be surface area because we're covering the whole thing. Okay? So we're looking for surface area of this rectangular prism. Let's jump over to Desmos and pop these dimensions in. So for the length, I think we had, what, 20? The width of this one was 14. And the height was 10. And we get 1,240. 1,240, and it is centimeters, and it's surface area, so it's square. Okay? So Desmos makes that much easier. The next one we'll do cylinders. I'm going to do some volume on it. Okay, we use Desmos, so they're not bad. We just plug the formula in and we put in our dimensions and we're good to go. So I'll see you on the next one.